Merry Christmas, Aunt! God save you!
Bah! Humbug!
Auntie, surely you don't mean that.
I do. Merry Christmas! What right have you to be merry? What reason have you to be merry? You're poor enough.
Come then, what right do you have to be dismal? What reason do you have to be morose? You're rich enough.
Bah! Humbug!
Don't be cross, Aunt.
What else can I be when I live in a world of such a fools as this? Merry Christmas? Out upon Merry Christmas! What's Christmas time to you but a time for paying bills without money, a time for finding yourself a year older and not an hour richer, a time for balancing your books? If I could work my will, every idiot who goes around with Merry Christmas on his lips should be boiled in his own pudding and buried with a stake of holly through his heart. He should,
Auntie,
keep Christmas in your own way and let me keep mine.
Keep it? But you don't keep it.
Let me leave it alone then. How much good has it done to you? How much good has it ever done to you?
There are many things from which I may have derived good, by which I have not profited, I dare say, Christmas among the rest. And therefore, Auntie, though it has never put a scrap of gold or silver in my pocket, I believe it has done me good, and I say God bless it.
Let me hear another sound from you, and you'll be celebrating Christmas without a job. You're a powerful speaker, nephew. You should be in Parliament.
Auntie, don't be cross. Join us for dinner tomorrow.
Why did you get married?
Because I fell in love.
Because you fell in love? Good afternoon.
Nay, Auntie, you never came to see me before that happened. Why give it as a reason for not coming now?
Good afternoon.
I want nothing from you. I ask nothing from you. Why can't we be friends?
Good afternoon.
I am sorry with all my heart to find you so resolute. We have never had any quarrel to which I may have been party. But I have made a trial in honor of Christmas, and I will keep Christmas to the last. So Merry Christmas, Auntie, and a Happy New Year.
Good afternoon.
Scrooge and Marley's, I believe. Have I the pleasure of addressing Mr. Scrooge and Marley?
Mr. Marley has been dead for 7 years. He died 7 years ago this very night.
We have no doubt that his generosity is well represented by his surviving partner.
At this festive season of the year, Mr. Scrooge, it is usually desirable that we make some provisions for the poor. Many thousands are in need at this time of year.
Are there no prisons?
There are plenty of prisons.
And the union workhouses?
They are still, but I wish I could say they were not.
I am glad to hear it.
A few of us are endeavoring to raise a fund to buy the poor some meat and drink, and some means of warmth. What shall I put you down for?
Put me down for nothing.
You wish to be anonymous?
I wish to be left alone. I don't make merry myself at Christmas, and I can't afford to make idle people merry. I help to support the establishments I mentioned. They cost enough, and those badly off must go there.
Many can't go there, and many would rather die.
If they would rather die, they had better do it and decrease the surplus population. Good afternoon, ladies. How now? What do you want of me?
Much.
Who are you?
Ask me who I was.
Who were you then?
In life, I was your partner, John Marley.
Do so then.
You don't believe in me.
I don't.
What evidence would you have of my reality beyond that of your own senses?
Because a little thing affects them. A slight disorder of the stomach makes them cheats. You may be an undigested bit of beef, a blot of mustard, a crumb of cheese, a fragment of underdone potato. There is more of gravy than of grave about you, whatever you are. You see this paper clip? You are not looking at it.
But I see it, notwithstanding.
Well, I have but to swallow this, and for the rest of my days, persecuted by a legion of goblins, all for my own creation. Humbug, I tell you, humbug!
Oh!
Mercy! Dreadful apparition! Why do you trouble me?
Person of the worldly mind, do you believe in me or not?
I do. I must. But why do spirits walk the earth? Why do they come to me?
It is required of every man that the spirit within him should walk among his fellow men and travel far and wide. And if that spirit does not go forth, it is condemned to do so after death. It is doomed to wander through the world. Oh, woe is me! And witness what it cannot share, but might have shared on earth and turned into happiness. Oh!
You are chained. Tell me why.
I wear the chains that I forged in life. I made it, link by link, yard by yard. I girded it on my own free will, and of my own free will I wore it. Is its pattern strange to you? Or would you know the weight and length of the strong coil you bear yourself? It was full and heavy, and as long as this, 7 Christmas Eves ago, you have labored on it since.
John? Old John Marley? Tell me more. Speak comfort to me, John.
I have none to give. It comes from other regions, Eleanor Scrooge, and is conveyed by other ministers. I cannot stay. I cannot linger anywhere.
You must have been very slow about it, John.
Slow.
7 years dead, and traveling all the time?
The whole time. No rest. No peace. Incessant torture of remorse.
You travel fast.
On the wings of the wind.
But you are a good person in business.
Business? Mankind was my business. The common welfare was my business. Charity, mercy, forbearance, they were all my business. The dealings of my trade were all but a drop of water in the comprehensive ocean of my business. Ah! At this time of the year, I suffer most. Why did I walk through crowds of fellow beings with my eyes turned down and never raise them to that star which led the wise men to a poor abode? Were there no homes to which its light would have conducted me? Hear me, my time is nearly gone.
I will, but don't be hard on me, John. Pray.
I am here to warn you that you have yet a chance of hope of escaping my fate.
You were always a good friend to me. Thank ye.
You will be haunted by 3 spirits.
Is that the chances and hope you mentioned, John?
It is.
I think I'd rather not.
Without their visits, you cannot hope to escape the path I tread. Expect the first tomorrow when the bell tolls 1.
Couldn't I take them on all at once?
Expect the second on the next night at the same hour. The third upon the next night at the stroke of 12. Look to see me no more, and look that you remember what is passed between us.
You'll want all day tomorrow, I suppose.
If it's convenient for you, Miss Scrooge.
It's not convenient and it's not fair. If I was to stop $10 for it, you'd think yourself ill-used, I'll be bound. And yet you don't think me ill-used when I pay a day's wages for no work.
But it's only once a year.
Poor excuse for picking a man's pocket every 25th of December. But I suppose you must have the whole day. Be here all the earlier the next morning.
I promise. I'll be in early to make up for the holiday.
Are you the spirit whose coming was foretold to me?
I am.
Who and what are you?
I am the ghost of Christmas past.
Long past?
No, your past.
What business brings you here?
Your welfare. Rise and walk with me.
Good heavens! I was raised here. I was a girl here.
These are but shadows of things that have been. The school is not quite deserted. There's a solitary child, neglected by her friends. What's the matter?
Nothing. There was just a boy singing Christmas carols at my house the other night. I should have given him something.
Let's see another Christmas.
Dear sister, I've come to bring you home, dear sister. Home, home.
Home? Home, dear Fan?
Yes, home for good. Home forever and ever. Father is much kinder now than he used to be. Home is like heaven. He spoke so gently to me that one night when I was going to bed. I was not afraid to ask if you might come home. And he said, yes, you should. You are never to come back here, and we are going to be together at Christmas and have the merriest time in the world.
You are quite a woman, little Fan.
She was a delicate creature, whose breath might have withered, but she had a large heart.
So she had. You were right.
She died a woman, but she had children.
One child.
True. Your nephew.
Yes.
Do you know this place?
Know it? I was apprenticed here.
Christmas, welcome.
Why, it's old Fezziwig. Bless his heart. It's Fezziwig, alive again.
Come on over there. Merry Christmas. Come on in. Merry Christmas. Welcome. Hey, I see you again.
Yeah.
You go. Come on over there. Merry Christmas.
He did such a small thing to make all these people happy. Why, is it not? He spent but a few pounds of your mortal money, but does he deserve that much praise?
It isn't that, Spirit. He has the power to make us happy or unhappy, to make our service light or burdensome, a pleasure or a toil. Say that his power lies in words and looks, in things so slight and insignificant that it is impossible to add and count them all up. The happiness that he gives is as great as if it could cost a fortune.
What's the matter?
Nothing particular.
There's something, I think.
No, I should like to be able to say a word or two to my clerk just now. That's all.
My time grows short.
It matters to you very little. Another idol has displaced me, and if it can cheer and comfort you in time to come, as I would have tried to do, I have no just cause to grieve.
What idol has displaced you?
A golden one.
This is the even-handed dealing of the world. There is nothing on which the world is so hard as poverty, and there is nothing the world professes to condemn as the pursuit of wealth.
You fear the world too much. I have seen your nobler aspirations fall off one by one until the master passion, money, engrosses you, have I not?
What then? Even if I have grown so much wiser, then what? I have not changed towards you.
Am I? Our contract is an old one. It was made when we are both poor and content, or until, in good season, we can improve our worldly fortune by patient industry. You are changed. When we first met, you were another woman.
I was a child. Spirit, show me no more. Why did you like to torture me? Take me home.
One shadow more.
Belle, I saw an old friend of yours today.
Who was it?
Try to guess.
How can I? I don't... Eleanor Scrooge.
Miss Scrooge it was. I passed her office window, and as it was not shut up, she had a candle inside. I could scarcely help seeing her. Her partner lies at the point of death, I hear. And there she sat alone, quite alone in the world, I do believe.
Spirit, remove me from this place.
I told you, these are but shadows of the things that have been. They are what they are. Don't blame me.
Remove me. Take me back. I can't bear it.
Come in. I am the ghost of Christmas present. Look upon me. You have never seen the likes of me before.
Never.
Have you ever walked forth with the younger members of my family?
I don't think so. I am afraid that I have not. Have you had many brothers, Spirit?
More than 1,800.
A tremendous family to provide for. Spirit, conduct me where you will. I went forth last night on compulsion and learned a lesson which is working now. Tonight, if you have the aught to teach me, let me profit by it. Is there a peculiar flavor in what you sprinkle?
There is, my own.
Would you apply it to any kind of dinner on this day?
To any kindly given, to a poor one most.
Why to a poor one most?
Because it needs it most.
Spirit, I wonder, in all the beings in the world about us, why you should desire to cramp the opportunities of these people of innocent enjoyment.
I?
You would deny them of their means of dining every seventh day, often the only day on which they can be said to dine at all, wouldn't you?
I?
You seek to close these places on the seventh day?
I seek.
Forgive me if I am wrong. It has been done in your name, or at least in that of your family.
There are some upon this earth who claim to know us, and do their deeds of passion, pride, ill will, hatred, envy, bigotry, selfishness in our name, who are as strange to us as if they had never lived. Remember that, and charge their doings on them, not on us.
Whatever is keeping your father so long? Tiny Tim. And Martha. She's never been this late.
Martha, there she is. Mom, Martha's here.
Bless your heart, my dear. You were so late.
I'm sorry, Mother. We just had so much to work on last night before I could come home.
Never mind that you're late. So long that you're here. Come by the fire pit and sit down.
Oh no, Father's coming. Hide, Martha, hide.
Where's our Martha?
She's not coming.
Not coming? On Christmas Day?
Merry Christmas, Father.
Merry Christmas, Martha.
And how did our little Tim behave?
As good as gold. Somehow, he gets thoughtful, sitting by himself so much and thinks the strangest things you ever heard. He told me coming home that he hoped the people saw him in the church because he was a cripple, and might be pleasant for them to remember on Christmas Day who made lame beggars walk and blind men see. A Merry Christmas to us all. God bless.
Merry Christmas to us all.
God bless us, everyone.
Eleanor Scrooge. I will give you Eleanor Scrooge, the founder of our feast.
The founder of the feast indeed. I wish I had her here. I'd give her a piece of my